Oh.
Hello.
Hello, Officer Carpenter, Pullman Police. So I'm stopping you because you did not stop at the stop sign coming off Monroe onto Stadium. That was a roll. Alright, can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance, please?
So 100% don't have my wallet on me. I was just dropping friends off really quick. I have my registration, but you could look up my license.
Do you want to grab your registration for me, please?
Do you know where is there like a expiration on here? Oh, okay, this should be the correct one.
Alright, and how much have you had to drink tonight?
I have not.
Okay, would you step out of the vehicle for me, please? We can just come on the sidewalk right up here. Here, will you blow on my finger, please? Blow hard. So I'm getting an odor of alcohol, so how much have you really had to drink tonight?
I've drank prior in the night, but not any time recently.
Okay, when do you think you had your last drink about?
Probably within 2+ hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take some voluntary field sobriety tests?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Actually, right here is probably the flattest that we're going to get.
Okay.
Would you turn my lights down one more notch? Thank you. Turn that down so it's not quite so bright.
Yeah.
Alright. Pullman 458 testing. Okay, let's just scoot this way a little bit, just so it's a little flatter here. Okay. Any drugs at all today? Prescription medications, anything like that? Okay. Do you wear contacts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever had a traumatic brain injury? Been diagnosed with a concussion?
Concussion.
Okay. Can you hold that for me, please? Okay, so while I'm walking you through these, I am evaluating you both on your ability to follow my instructions and on your performance on the tests. So I'm not trying to trick you. If you have questions, if you want to see something again, please just let me know and I'm happy to demonstrate it or answer your questions, okay? Alright, so for the first test, I'll have you stand with your feet together, arms down by your sides for me. Thank you. Alright, and I'm going to have you look at the tip of my pen here. And follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and only your eyes, okay? Don't move your head at all. Alright, tilt your chin down just a little bit for me, please. Alright. I always hate that part because I'm short. Okay, so for this next test, I'm going to put you into a starting position. I'll tell you when you're there, and then I'll have you stay in that starting position while I explain the rest of the test, okay?
Can we move back a little bit?
Can
you move back this way a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's get this way a little bit. Alright. So I want you to imagine a straight line coming out from in front of your left foot. Okay, and can you put your foot on that line for me? And then your right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe.
Do you want me to just...
Yes, please. Okay. Nope. I'm just going to put you into that starting position and then I'll explain the rest of it.
Okay.
Alright, so again, straight line coming out from the front of your left foot, right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe. Alright, and put your hands down by your sides for me, please. Alright, so stay in that position until I begin, okay? So when I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down that imaginary line. When you reach step number 9, you'll leave your lead foot planted and take a series of small steps around your lead foot with your back foot and take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning back down that line. I'm going to demonstrate that for you in just a second. So your first step will be step number 1. This is a continuous test, so once you begin, complete the entire test as I instructed. Okay, make sure you're looking down at your feet and leave your hands by your sides. Okay? Alright, I'm going to demonstrate that for you. Alright, so your first step will be step number 1, 2, 3. Leave that lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps around that lead foot with your back foot. And then 1, 2, 3. I did 3 for demonstration purposes. You're going to do 9. Do you have any questions? No. Would you like to see that again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you get back into that position for me? Perfect. Okay, you can go ahead and begin.
And then just turn around it?
Just do the whole thing as I instruct.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this one while I explain it. Alright, so when I tell you to begin, actually I'll have you stand with your feet together, arms down by your sides again for me, please. Thank you. Okay. When I tell you to begin, you're going to lift one of your feet, either or you pick, at least 6 inches off the ground. You're going to lock your knees so your legs are straight and your foot is parallel to the ground. Okay, you're going to look down at your raised foot. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for safety reasons, but you'll look at your raised foot and leave your arms by your sides.
Okay.
While looking at your raised foot, you'll count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Alright, you can go ahead and begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025, 1026, 1027, 1028, 1029, 1030, 1031, 1032, 1033, 1034, 1035, 1036, 1037, 1038, 1039, 1040, 1041, 1042, 1043, 1044, 1045, 1046, 1047, 1048, 1049, 1050, 1051, 1052, 1053, 1054, 1055, 1056, 1057, 1058, 1059, 1060, 1061, 1062, 1063, 1064, 1065, 1066, 1067, 1068, 1069, 1070, 1071, 1072, 1073, 1074, 1075, 1076, 1077, 1078, 1079, 1080, 1081, 1082, 1083, 1084, 1085, 1086, 1087, 1088, 1089, 1090, 1091, 1092, 1093, 1094, 1095, 1096, 1097, 1098, 1099, 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004,
voluntary breath sample doesn't replace the value of any test I might ask you to take in the future. You said you had your last drink about 2 hours ago. Have you had anything to eat since then? Okay. Alright. Have you ever taken one of these before? So you're going to wrap your lips around the tube, kind of like a straw, and blow into it. Steady, kind of as hard as you can, for as long as you can until you hear it beep when she pulls it out of your mouth there. Nope, it's totally voluntary. It just gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, because you said you drank 2 hours ago, and so this is the best estimate that we get of that.
If you're willing to, go ahead and take a deep breath and go.
So what happens if I refuse a breathalyzer? Is there any consequence?
So it's totally voluntary, but right now, given how cold it is, I'm trying to determine if you're doing poorly on some aspects of the test because of the weather, or it's because of the alcohol, and this is the only thing that's not affected by the alcohol. Or not affected by the weather, I'm sorry. And it's solely by any alcohol that you've consumed, so that's why I was asking. That one is loud. Yep, but ultimately it's up to you.
I understand that, but also, I mean, I would hope that you would not think that I was intoxicated.
Well, your eyes looked like you were potentially intoxicated, and then you missed some steps on the walk and turn. And so I'd like to see how much of that is the weather and how much of that is what you had to drink.
I understand that.
So yes or no?
I guess what are my options?
You can take the breathalyzer or you can not take the breathalyzer, but as of right now, I think you're impaired by something.
Okay.
You know, whether that's alcohol or contributed to by drugs like marijuana or something else like that. But right now, I think you're potentially impaired. So you can either do the PBT, and that gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, and if you're being honest with me, or I have to make my decision about whether or not you go to jail for DUI solely based off of what I've already seen.
At this point, I think we just have to make a decision.
I'm going in that case. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Maybe. doing its internal test, so it's showing all zeros right now. Alright, so big deep breath in. Here, see it says blow. So big deep breath in. Big deep breath in. Alright, and blow out as hard as you can. Blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder. Keep going. Blow, 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 blow. Perfect. Alright, and you can watch it with me.
It doesn't, it doesn't go up. It just will give you the result.
You said you were just picking up a friend?
Correct.
Where's she supposed to be going?
I'm just taking her from home, literally just down the street. Just to the apartments.
Alright, so 136. So that's a lot more than 2 drinks.
Over 7.
Alright. You said you had a couple of drinks about 2 hours ago?
Correct.
Alright. But a 136 is a lot more than that. So you are under arrest for DUI. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Just relax your arms.
Relax your arms.
458 has warning test.
I'm just going to pull this sweater off of your...
Okay, so you're being audio and video recorded. The time is 02:44 hours, and it is January 25th, 2025. Yep, let's go this way. Okay, so I am going to read you your constitutional rights. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand the rights that I've read you? Can you tell me yes or no? I don't. Okay. So, we have to move your car or have it towed. If you give me permission, I'm happy to drive your car into the parking lot and park it. What would you like me to do?
What about my roommate and my friend? How are they going to get home?
Well, where's home for them?
It's in 2 different locations.
Okay. I will talk to them about that. So, do I have permission or do I need to tow your car?
Please.
Okay, so I have permission to drive your car? Okay.
Is there anything you want out of your car? Your phone or your wallet or your keys?
I'd like my phone, please.
Where is it in the car?
Should be plugged in. My friend should be able to grab it. Should be just in the front.
So, phone? Okay.
Phone. And I assume you want your car keys?
Well,
Well, she'll
I'll bring
be
those.
driving.
Yeah, I'll bring those.
Yeah. Somebody asked us to lock him in his car the other day, is why I asked. So, alright, we're going to go to this first car here on the passenger side. Okay, do you have anything sharp in your pockets? Anything that's going to poke, stick, or cut me? Okay. Here, take a step back away from that curb. I don't want you to fall. Go ahead and widen your stance for me, please. Widen your stance. A little bit farther, please. Thank you. Go ahead and search.
Can you widen your stance further? Okay. I have my body camera on though.
I've got mine on. I
Okay,
can see.
cool. Alright, back of the hand.
Okay, switch sides. There you go.
There we go. It's been a while. Back of the hand. Let's sweep that side.
that's unlocked. Oh, look at that. Alright, so you are being audio and video recorded in the vehicle as well, okay? Go ahead and have a seat.
Where I'm gonna be taken and for how long I'm gonna be there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can I ask where I'll be taken and for how long I'll be there?
Yeah, so I'll explain the whole process on the way. Okay, put your feet in there for me, please. Like I said, I'm not going to keep anything. I'm not tricking you. There's no mystery. I'll tell you exactly where we're going in just a second. Okay. Have you ever been arrested for DUI before? No. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and that. Thank you. Watch your hair here. No, I'll get you. Alright, you can go ahead and step out. Watch out for the door here. Okay, we're going to walk this way towards this door. Perfect. And through here. And towards the wall on the right so that the door doesn't whack you. Towards the wall on the right. This way. Towards the wall. There we go. Alright. And right through here. How much time you got left?
I'm about to restart my observation period. She just requested an attorney.
Okay.
Right for
You
her.
care if we kind of set in?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Alright, have a seat in that brown chair for me, please, Karima. Thank you. If you want to grab a tote and put it in there. Karima, sit down. Karima, sit down, please.
I can't breathe.
Try to take some deep breaths.
Can we please get a tissue?
Sure. There you go. Karima, right here. Tissues. There you go. Here. I'll help you out. There you go.
I can't breathe.
Karima. Try to slow your breathing down. The sooner we get through this stuff, the sooner you get out of handcuffs.
This is embarrassing.
Well, Karima, the sooner we get through this, the sooner you get out of handcuffs.
What do you need me to do? Just
We just gotta go through the paperwork.
Please just tell me, ask me whatever you want.
Okay, so the first thing I need to do is take a look in your mouth. Okay, open your mouth. Okay, lift up your tongue for me. Okay, tilt your chin down. Thank you. Any foreign substances or anything like that in your mouth?
Okay.
All right. All right, so now I need you to make sure you're not bringing anything up to your mouth. Okay, you're putting your hands near your mouth. That's why you have to stay in handcuffs for that part of the process. All right. So I'm going to keep reading you stuff.
Is there any way?
All right, so this next bit is kind of long. I'm happy to read it again if you don't understand it the first time I read it, okay? Warning, you are under arrest for RCW 46-61-502 or RCW 46-61-504, driving or being in actual physical control of a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Further, you are now being asked to submit to a test of your breath, which consists of 2 separate samples of your breath taken independently to determine alcohol concentration. Will you now submit to a breath test?
Yeah. It's the only option I really have. Is there a bond under my name?
No, so because you haven't been arrested for DUI before, you'll be released without bail. And after about 6 hours.
This is happening to you guys a lot.
This is something that we do a lot, yes.
It's really fucking hard to see every time.
You know what? You didn't hit anybody, and that we're not contacting you because you hit another vehicle or you hit a pedestrian. So let's be grateful for that at this point and not speculate about other people's contacts.
That must have been a negative one.
You can't turn away from me. I have to be able to see your mouth. Okay, so this is your initial court appearance. So pay attention to this. And this, after you sign it, you will get a copy of this, and I'll get one as well. So the 27th, so Monday at 3 p.m. in Colfax, right? The Colfax office. The address is right here at 3 p.m. Monday, 3 p.m. Colfax office. 27th, 3 p.m. Colfax office. Okay, that can't be waived, changed, modified for any reason whatsoever. You do have to appear in person.
Is that this coming Monday?
Yep. Where were you born?
Seattle, Washington.
So how long will I have to be here?
6 hours?
And do I get my phone?
No.
Do I get a call?
No. This is not a jail. You're not being booked into the county jail. So you don't get a phone call. If you are booked into the county jail, that is when they give you that phone call that you're obligated to. This is just a holding facility.
So I'll be in a holding cell for 6 hours.
Yes.
And then you have my phone, correct?
Yep. We have your phone and your car keys.
And where will my car keys be delivered?
You will be provided with all of your property when you're released.
Where did they take my car?
The same place we parked your car when we talked about it earlier, in the Pullman Family Medicine parking lot. Still parked there.
And then, do you have any idea on where my friends are?
Officer Lamley gave them a ride home.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
Almost 4 a.m. I have to be able to see your mouth, Courtney. Thank you.
Around what hour will I be released?
6 hours from now.
10 o'clock?
Yep.
How long does the DUI stay on someone's record?
I believe they're permanent, unless you ask and petition the court to have something taken off of your record after a period of time. I'm not sure how long that time period is before you can petition to have it removed. But unless you're planning to become a commercial truck driver, most jobs are not.
It won't accept you in
Concerned.
law school if you have a DUI.
Given the period of time between your DUI and your application to law school, I assume it's similar to becoming a cop. It's about 10 years, but at that point they will take you.
At that point, what?
At that point they will take you. But that's a guess, based on the amount of time that you have to have between a DUI arrest and becoming a cop. About 10 years, 5 to 10 years depending on the agency.
Do you know anyone that's gotten a DUI?
Not a DUI, but I know that there
Exactly.
are cops in my academy class who had gotten a DUI and had to wait a couple years to get in there. I just don't know anybody that works here particularly. Places that do backgrounds like that care a lot more about whether or not you've learned from the behavior than if it happened in the first place.
It's expensive.
It is expensive, but you're sitting here instead of costing somebody their life, so this is a better alternative than that.
Do you guys have water?
So you can't put anything in your mouth until after this test is done, but after that I will give you a cup and you can have water.
I'm sorry.
I have to be able to see your mouth, please. We have a minute left on this timer, and then you'll be able to do this. All right, go ahead and stand up for me, please. So you're gonna wrap your lips around the tube and blow out. Steady. Don't stop or suck in. I will pull it out when it's done, otherwise it'll count it as a refusal. Okay. Big deep breath in. And blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost done. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. You can sit back down if you'd like. That it has to do its internal tests in between the two. All right. Last one. It requires 2. Big deep breath in. And blow. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Almost there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Almost, almost, almost. Make sure it took it. Okay, you can take her out of handcuffs.
Did it say what it was?
It will when it prints out.
What did?
It will when it prints out.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this is again your initial court appearance and your promise to appear. So Monday the 27th at 3 p.m. in Colfax, and I do need a signature from you right there just saying that you will appear for court. And again, that is in person and it cannot be waived, changed, or modified. And you will get a copy of this so you know when to show up. Can you put that in the pass-through? Thank you. Okay, so these are your breath test results. Right, so the legal limit in the state of Washington is a .08. You blew a .091, 091, 097, 098. And that's lower than what you blew in the field, which was a .136, because you were in there talking to the attorney for about an hour. Yeah, and this is your copy here. Alright, so here's your blanket. He put a cup in the cell for you, so you're going to go in cell A right there.
And then, how does it work when I'm released?
So in about 6 hours, somebody will photograph you, fingerprint you, and hand you your paperwork, and then you'll be released from here. And you'll be able to sit in the lobby, which is warm, and make any phone calls that you need to help get picked up, so that you don't have to walk anywhere.
Oh, I like your pancake.
Thank you. All right, right in there. I'm not going to take your socks. Please don't flood my holding facility by pushing them in the toilet. So we're supposed to take your socks because people like to flood the toilet. Yeah, if you put them in the toilet, nobody will ever get to keep their socks again. Okay. All right, you are good to go right in there, please. Yep, the one with the light on.
Oh, can I get shoes? Or is that not allowed?
You can't wear any kind of shoes in there.
No, just tissues.
Oh, tissues? Yeah, you can have tissue.
Dogs?
No, just go. All right.
You're gonna set.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird key. Go ahead and check the little. Thank you. fingerprints, photographs, some paperwork, and you will be out of here. Alright, so this is your criminal citation for DUI. It looks like a traffic ticket, but it's not. Alright, so your information's at the top. If there's anything that's not correct or changes, you need to get a hold of the court right away and let them know. It's your responsibility to make sure that they have correct information. If they send mail or try to get a hold of you and they can't, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. Vehicle information's right there. What you're charged with is right here. My information, case number, citation number, all at the top if you need those. Court contact info is up here. So in addition to that initial appearance on Monday, you will also hear from the prosecutor's office by mail within about 3 weeks of your arrest. Okay, so keep an eye on your mail, and that will have instructions as far as what to do next step-wise for court. And this is your copy. You get to keep it, along with your copy of your breath results, and you can put all of your stuff back on. And you can sit in the lobby for as long as you need to make phone calls to try to get a cab to come pick you up. Okay, so that door right there, push on it, it'll let you through. There'll be a little hallway and then another door. That other door will lead out into the lobby where you're welcome to sit and make phone calls until you can find a ride.